Remote server management is a critical tool for server administrators, and millions of customers rely on Windows Admin Center for server and cluster management. However, many of our customers' environments continue to grow in complexity, and they struggle with how to manage their legacy systems while modernizing with the cloud. It's why we continue to make it easier for you to innovate anywhere, and with the tooling you need. We are excited to announce that Windows Admin Center can now manage your Azure Arc-enabled servers and Azure Stack HCI clusters from the Azure portal. This new capability enables seamless and granular management of your Windows Server Arc-enabled servers and Azure Stack HCI clusters from within the Azure portal. Using this functionality, you can securely manage your operating system from anywhere without needing a VPN, public IP address, or other inbound connectivity to your machine. Let's take a look at how this works and just how easy it is to set up. I'll first navigate to my Arc-enabled server in the Azure portal. In this case, it is a server running Windows Server 2019. Windows Admin Center in the Azure portal supports servers running Windows Server 2016 or higher, and Azure Stack HCI clusters running 21H2 or higher. On the left-hand side, you'll see a new blade titled Windows Admin Center. In order to set up Windows Admin Center and connect to it from the Azure portal, you'll need to register a new resource provider as part of your subscription, the Hybrid Connectivity RP. This new RP is what enables access to your servers from anywhere. I'll navigate to my subscription, click on Resource Providers, and ensure that this new resource provider is registered. In case it's not registered, I'll need contributor or owner access at the subscription level in order to perform this task. Note that this is a once per subscription task, so you'll never need to return here to do this again. I'll now navigate back to my Arc-enabled server and navigate to the Windows Admin Center blade. It's a simple one-click setup and install process to get Windows Admin Center deployed on my Arc-enabled server. In order to install, I'll have to specify the port on which I wish to deploy Windows Admin Center. Note that no inbound connectivity is actually required on this port in order to use and connect to this experience. Windows Admin Center in the Azure portal provides or is tailored to provide you with a cloud-first experience. This means that unlike our on-premises version of Windows Admin Center, you don't have to worry about provisioning certificates or DNS records for your instance of Admin Center. We'll take care of all of that for you. It takes about 5 minutes to deploy Admin Center. In the background, Azure is deploying a lightweight agent onto your Arc-enabled server and deploying a logical endpoint resource to establish connectivity to your machine. Note that this isn't a visible resource in Azure and is one you'll start to see used universally to connect to your Arc-enabled servers, whether it's through Windows Admin Center or other experiences such as SSH. Note that Windows Admin Center in the Azure portal, we do not currently support the gateway model of Admin Center, which means you must deploy Windows Admin Center onto each of your Arc-enabled resources that you wish to manage. While Windows Admin Center deploys in the background, let's prepare for actual connection. Connection to Windows Admin Center is controlled by a new role-based access control group called Windows Admin Center Administrator Login. Note that being an owner or contributor at the Arc resource level does not give you permissions to use Windows Admin Center, and you must be part of this new Windows Admin Center Administrator Login RBAC group in order to actually connect. Being an owner of this resource, I'll go ahead and add myself to this group. Once installation is complete, you'll be met with a simple connect screen. Windows Admin Center in Azure enhances security for your servers and clusters. It allows you to manage your infrastructure without requiring any public IP addresses, VPNs, or inbound connectivity to your machines itself. Traffic is sent over the existing connection between the Azure Arc agent and Azure, with no extra configuration required. The communication between you and your machines are end-to-end encrypted, with SSL termination occurring directly on your infrastructure. Hitting into Connect will establish communication with your on-premises Arc-enabled server, and it will ask you to enter local administrator credentials for your server. Once this is entered, Windows Admin Center will begin to load. Windows Admin Center provides a large set of management tools that have been built over many years. You can monitor your expired certificates, manage your files, view your performance, view critical events, use PowerShell, use an in-browser RDP session, and so much more, all from within the Azure portal. Now, every time you wish to reconnect to Windows Admin Center, you can simply navigate back to the Admin Center blade and hit connect. To learn more, go to aka.ms/wac in Azure/arc or visit the Azure portal today to try out the public preview.